Welcome back to our lecture number 6, in which we are going to talk about writing an essay with the help of outline. Remember, in the previous lecture we had been talking about different unearthing techniques that were the pre-writing techniques which you can use while creating or while thinking of any topic that you want to write on. Today we are going to quickly discuss that how you can create an outline for the essay. As I said in my previous lectures earlier, that essay outline or essays can be written best with the help of the outlines. So one of the major techniques of unearthing ideas or pre-writing techniques, that is, or invention techniques, that is of outline or creating or scratching outline, list making or scratching outline, will be discussed thoroughly in today's lecture. That is your lecture number 6. I hope you are going to learn a lot in this lecture, and by the end of this lecture you will be able to learn, and by the end of this lecture you will be able to write a good outline or develop a good outline for your essay. To begin with, let's quickly recap our previous lecture. In the previous lecture, lecture number 5, we have thoroughly talked about what is a paragraph. We have thoroughly discussed that how this collection of different sentences lead to one logical progression of one topic, and how paragraphs they combine together to give you a longer text, how paragraphs they combine together to give you an essay. Then we have also seen some examples of very nice examples of paragraphs, that how paragraphs are written. What is the topic sentence, what are the supporting details, and what is the closing sentence, and how are you supposed to write that. Then what makes a good essay, that's what we have also discussed in our previous lecture as well. We have thoroughly discussed the definition and where the word essay has been derived from and what does that mean. So the word was derived from the Latin verb exire, which means to examine, to dig out, and to float down the information for the others. We also discussed some of the do's and don'ts of how to write an essay. There are a few things that you are specifically and you are particularly supposed to do once you are writing an essay, and there are a few things that you are supposed to omit and you are not supposed to insert in your essay. Then how to write an essay. We have also seen the practical demonstration of how to write and how to practically write an essay. We have discussed different steps, like essay crafting starts with, as we said, that essay is not something that you write, that is something that you craft. So that is the best representation of making or developing the raw material into to giving it some shape and then polishing it and putting the colors on it. Then we have also discussed some essay formats. That one we have also discussed that how there are some formal editing styles or formal styles of making essay, formal piece of writing. We have also discussed that what and how you are supposed to, what are things that you are supposed to do while making your essay, and we have also learned to use the MLA referencing style in our essays, and this is how we have learned the whole process of essay writing skills. Now today, as we are going to learn that how to create one outline, how to create one pre-writing technique, that is outlining, scratching outline for your essay. We are practically going to see that, and we are going to try one in the class as well. So I hope you are going to enjoy that. To begin with, we will see the definition of an outline. So what is an outline? It's a way of organizing key ideas. Now, once I say that you are supposed to make an outline for, I give you a particular topic and I ask you to make an outline for that. In other words, it means that you are organizing your key ideas on the piece of paper. Now these ideas are organized because they are being presented in the best way. How? That you have given one topic sentence, you have elaborated that very sentence with the supporting arguments, and in the end you are giving one closing sentence, which is the gested down information of your topic announcement. So one paragraph, two paragraph, three paragraph, one idea, two idea, three idea, one supporting detail, 2 supporting detail, 3 supporting detail. They are 3 or 4 or 5, as many as they are related to one topic, will give you one perfect essay. As in the previous lecture, we were also talking about that essay has got its entry door and essay has got its exit door as well. Now you enter the world of ideas which are related to one topic. Each one of them present you the same thought in a different way. So this is what we actually mean. Now if you take an example of a painter. Now painter has got one topic. Let's say there is an exhibition going on in one big hall. There is a big hall and there is an exhibition going on the paintings of dream, on the topic dream. Now there are different painters, or maybe there is one painter who has made different paintings on the same topic dream in different ways. Now every painting is depicting that very topic in a very different way. Yet they are talking about one particular topic. Now you enter the hall and from that entrance you get to know that this whole exhibition is all about dream. Now you look at each and every painting and each and every painting is representing dream in different ways. Once you come across each and every painting, you get different ideas. And once you are in a position to leave that exhibition from the exit door, you take along a lot of ideas that were progressing towards one major idea, that was dream. So this is how the painter has been successful enough to convey his thoughts of dream to you in different ways, because all of his ideas, all of his paintings were appealing to you and they had one particular topic about dream. Then coming back to our today's topic, that was that what is an outline. An outline helps to set up an essay. So that's a setting, or that develops a plot for an essay, let's say, in other words. That gives you the key terms, the key words that you want to elaborate in your essay that are related to one topic. An outline is a tool to help revise an essay. So basically an outline is a tool that will help you revise an essay. If you are keeping your outline here and your final draft of your essay here, you will get to know that how which points that you have taken from your outline into the essay are relevant, and if you have missed out any information from your outline page, you will automatically pick up that and make a paragraph of this on your main draft paper, your final paper that you are going to present to your teacher, or maybe you are writing it for the newspaper. So this is how an outline is giving you a kind of a skeleton for or a journal plan for writing an essay in detail. Now it's a journal plan of the material that is to be presented on the paper. So you are going to present your outline on the journal, or that is going to provide you the journal plan for the paper. Now that outline provides you an order for your essay, the sequence for your essay, and the organization of your essay, that which idea to put where. So that's kind of a relationship between each and every idea. So outline has to talk about the cohesion and coherence of your essay, so that you can get to know that how you are supposed to relate all of your thoughts, all of your ideas together in one essay. So outline shows the order of the various topics, the relative importance of each, and the relationship between the various parts. Now every paragraph in your essay is a kind of special, like the way you entered the exhibition, every painting of the painter was special. So every paragraph in the essay is very special, and you are going to see that how one paragraph is being combined with the next one, and how the thoughts are combined with each other. Now that you know that what is an outline, let's quickly talk about the different types of outlines that we have and that we can use while writing the essays. If you see the slide, the first type of outline is a topic outline. The headings are given in single words or brief phrases. So the topic outline is something that provides you with the different topics that are related to the main topic of the essay, and the outline is being developed in different kinds of headings and subheadings, maybe in the form of words or the brief sentences, clauses, phrases, fragments, anything that you want to use for writing the topic outline. The other kind of or the other type of outline is your sentence outline, where all the headings are expressed in the complete sentences. Now there are two situations. The topic outline is something that carries your heading, but the explanation is not provided in the complete sentences. However, a sentence outline is something that provides you the explanation and the description of the headings in complete sentences. So there are words and there can be fragments in outline, making an outline of topic. However, there are complete sentences in your sentence outline. Now, if you see on the slide, there are some rules for outlining your paper or outlining your essay or making an outline for your essay. Either that's going to be the topic outline or that's going to be the sentence outline. That's up to you, whatsoever technique that suits you and whatsoever technique that you want to, select for your writing any essay. But the thumb rule is, remember that you are not going to mix up both of them. Either stick to the sentence outline or stick to the topic outline. If you are writing only words and phrases in the topic, in the outline, then stick to the topic outline. If you are writing the complete sentences along with the headings in your sentence outline, then stick to only sentence outline. But the thumb rule is that you are not going to mix both of them, because that's not going to leave any room and you are going to, jumble up your thoughts and you are yourself going to get confused with it. So stick to one outline, that one suits you. If you are fond of writing the complete sentences in the larger sentences, stick to that. And if you are not fond of writing complete sentences and only providing the words and phrases that you think that you can easily elaborate, stick to that also. Now see on the slide and see that how rule of outlining is. Subdivide topic by a system of numbers and letters followed by a period. Now let's see an example. As you can very well see, your major heading will come on the top, that is number 1, written in Roman, that is to be followed by A and B. A and B are your subheadings, and then your A and B are being elaborated in number 1 and 2. Maybe these are your subheadings, and then small a and b are your subheadings. So this is how you write your outline. One idea is being explained and then explained thoroughly in your sub points and your sub bullets. And this is how you keep on moving. This will become your first paragraph, or this will create one paragraph for your complete essay. So you can very well see that how paragraphs progress and how you can create one outline for your paragraph. One topic sentence is to be elaborated through different supporting details. So you are going to see that what kind of supporting details you are going to add and how you are going to elaborate them. And in the end, you are going to provide the closing sentence for that very paragraph, and this paragraph will lead to the smooth transmission to the next paragraph. So keep in mind that the heading for the first paragraph has some link or has some connection with the next paragraph. So we are also going to check out some examples as to make sure that you clearly understand the link between how to make an outline and how to develop an outline. Now let's quickly see you have seen the rule number 1, that was to clearly divide your paragraphs into that is to clearly divide your outline into different parts, and that's what you have seen in the previous slide as well. Now let's move on to the second one. The second one says that each heading and subheading must have at least 2 parts. So your major heading should have the subheadings, and subheadings must have at least 2 parts, as to make sure that you are going to provide the relevant details or relevant supporting arguments or a relevant point of view for that very heading that you want to elaborate. Then see the third point, headings for parts of the paper such as introduction and conclusion should not be used. So you are not going to insert any headings for the introduction and conclusion while you are writing, practically while you are writing an essay. As we have also studied in detail in the previous lecture, that the introduction and conclusion paragraph are left for the end. Once you are prepared with the complete outline of your essay, and once you have made the draft number 1 of your essay based on the outline, in the end you would write your introduction paragraph and your conclusion paragraph, because your introduction and your conclusion are kind of the gist of what world you want to present and what topic you are writing about. So whatsoever thoughts are there, you can easily write the introduction that my topic will talk about this topic. Remember, you are not going to use this my in the topic in your essay, or you are not going to write it this way that this essay is going to discuss. You are simply going to talk about the topic that is to be discussed. So you would say that cats are good pets, or London is a good place to live, or stuff like that. Now the fourth point says that be consistent. What does that mean? It means that you are not going to mix up the two types of outlines. As I have explained earlier, that if you are going to or if you are comfortable with sentence outline, you are going to stick to that, and if you are comfortable with the topic outline, just stick to that. You are not going to mix both of them, because that's really going to create problem for yourself. Then use either whole sentences of brief phrases, but not both. So you are either going to use the sentences or you are going to use the brief phrases, but you are not going to use both in one outline. Now let's quickly see some examples of topic outline and then the sentence outline. That's going to help you differentiate between and understand that how to do that and how to write that. Now the topic for writing an outline here is choices in college and after. We are first going to scratch the sentence outline. That one we are going to see now. Now that's a very long slide to read, but that's really going to be very, very helpful once we are going to develop our outline, or once we are going to prepare our outline for the essay. Now make sure that you are going to stick to the topic that we have floated, that decisions for college and after, before and after the college. The decisions I have to make in choosing college courses depend on larger questions I am beginning to ask myself about my life's work. So the topic is itself very thought-provoking, that what would be the choices of the person before and after attending the college. So this is what maybe a student is writing, or maybe any person is writing. So these are some of the thoughts that you are supposed to write, and let's see how he tries to do that and what he has to say in his outline. Now if you see his point number 1, now remember this is the sentence outline. He is writing the complete sentences for everything, and each thought is being elaborated in the form of the sentence only. Now as you can see, number 1, that is written in Roman, caps Roman. I have 2 decisions to make with respect to choose college courses in the immediate future. Now in the first heading he says that I have two decisions to make, that what he has to do after choosing college courses in the immediate future. One is whether to select a course in art history or in chemistry. So number 1 decision that he is supposed to make is that he is going to select a course in art history or in chemistry. Or B option is the second decision that he is supposed to make is, the second decision is whether to continue a 3rd year of French beyond the basic college requirement. So there are 2 decisions that he is supposed to make. Either he is going to opt for the art history or chemistry, or the second decision he wants to make is to continue a 3rd year of French beyond the basic college requirement. So the elaboration or the details or the supporting arguments that he provide for his decision number 1 are that he want to select the course for art history or chemistry is that one time in my life I plan to be a chemical engineer professionally. So one reason that he is providing that only once in my life I decided to plan a chemical engineer professionally, and on the other hand I enjoyed art and plan to travel and see more of it. So he enjoys planning, he enjoys art, and he also likes to travel. On the first hand, he had that eager desire of opting for or becoming a chemical engineer once in his life. So that was the supporting arguments of why he wanted to, or which one he should opt for. Now let's see which one is strong enough that appeals to his logic. Now the second one says the second decision is whether to continue with the third year of French beyond the basic college requirement, like other than reading the basic college courses, whether he should study the French in third year or not. Now the reasons that he gives for reading the French are French might be useful both in engineering and in travel. Now he is convincing himself that either he takes chemical engineering as a profession, or either he attempts art history as a subject. French language is going to help him in both ways. Furthermore, I am eager to the second point. Now see the bullets and see the sub-bullets. The first one was in which he is presenting the major idea that he has to take two decisions. In A and B, he is simply clarifying that what decisions he is supposed to make, and in 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, he is elaborating that why he should do that. So this is how you support your argument. He is kind of preparing an outline for his essay. Furthermore, now see the second point of point number B. Furthermore, I am eager to read books which are written in French. So he is somewhat interested in French history that appeals to him, and he is some kind of interested in reading about that material. How necessary are these considerations in the light of other courses I might take instead? So these considerations, are they clear enough to convince him that he should opt for the French course or not? Now that was about the first point that he has made. The major heading was deciding the decision about taking the courses in the university, whether he has to take art history or whether he has to take chemistry, or he has to, or he also wants a second decision that he wants to make is of opting for French subject in his third year. Now the second point or the second paragraph that he wants to make is of, now that was all about the first paragraph written in the number 1 Roman, and number 2 Roman talks about the second paragraph that he wants to make, or that he wants to write for the decisions before and after college. My problem can be put in the form of a dilemma involving larger questions about my whole future. Now he has got a problem. Let's see what is it. His point number A says, on the one hand, I want to hold a highly trained positions in money making profession. Now he wants to, now he's kind of mentioning the problems that he can have in the future, like if he looks up in the future and then he decides what kind of a degree he wants to take and what kind of the courses he wants to teach. Now in the first point, supporting his problem is that he wants to get into any profession that is a money making profession, and that can be useful for him to in the future for the future professions. On the other hand, I want to lead a certain kind of life with capacities for values not connected with the making of money. Now he wants to spend, or he wants to live such kind of a life which is not associated with money making, and he wants to have a smooth going system of money making. I will have to make a decision balancing the conflicts. That is this point, heading number 3. Now he has to take 2 decisions. Then he has got some problems that were based on that he wanted to jump into any profession that is of money making, and then secondly he has the conflict of spending this smooth life that is free of money making issues and all that. Now his mind is swirling like the wind, and he is unable to decide. Now his third heading, it says, I will have to make a decision balancing the conflicting needs I have described. Now based on the first paragraph and the second paragraph, he is saying that I have to resolve my conflicts on my own and I have to take the decision. I will hold open the professional possibilities by selecting chemistry. Now why is he selecting chemistry? He will give you the reasons too. He's saying that that is kind of professional, maybe that is going to help him produce good money, and also he can by making money he can lead a very healthy and good life. The argument, the point number B that he says of his heading number 3 is that I will improve and solidify what cultural proficiency in another language I have already gained by electing French. So he is going to also select the course of French in his 3rd year as to improve his cultural proficiency and to read about different or another language that he has already gained by by selecting French in his career. So he has decided about the decisions of before and after college that he has made. He had some problems of selecting the degree. Then he decided that I wanted a degree in which through which I can make money, and then I can polish my career and I can lead a very smooth life. In the end he decided that he is going to go for or become a chemical engineer professionally, because that's a money making thing, and also he is going to opt for or elect for French as a subject in his 3rd year. That's going to help you, or that's going to help him learn a new language and explore his talent channels to the other world also. So this is how you develop your outline essay. Now see the structure of the whole outline of this sentence outline. You see there are complete sentences. Each sentence is being elaborated with the complete detail of the sub bullets, are also being explained in the complete sentences. So there is no phrase, there is no single word that is being used as a or that is standing in the isolation. So this is what your sentence outline looks like in you are going to make one on your own once you are going to select any topic for your essay. Now the same topic is also being presented in the topic outline. That one we are going to see choices in college and after. So let's see how the same person does that in the topic outline. The decision I have to make in choosing college courses depending on larger questions I am beginning to ask myself about my life's work. So now see the format. The things are written in small phrases or some words or headings have been used for them, but there are no complete sentences for them. 2 decisions described. His heading number 1 is, as we have seen in the previous slide as well, that was written in the complete sentence. So 2 decisions described: art, history or chemistry. Now professional considerations as well as the personal considerations that he is going to see while opting between the art, history or chemistry. So he will see the professional considerations as well as the personal considerations of that. The part B discusses the 3rd year of French, which sees the practical advantages of knowing a foreign languages. Since he has got this intellect of or this thing inside him of learning any other language so that he can also read their literature. So there are some intellectual advantages that he believes can be there, and the issue of necessity is also there. So his heading number 2 describes the definition of the problem. Now that he has got some problem with deciding that either he is supposed to choose chemistry or history. art history, decisions about the occupation, and decisions about the kind of the life to lead. So he wants to get into the profession that's going to help him understand and learn about different let's say money making techniques or money making business. So he wants to get into that profession, as well as a kind of a life to lead, what kind of a life he wants to live. So he's supposed to decide between two problems of them. Then there are temporary resolutions of the problem that he's suggesting to hold open as professional possibility, that chemistry, that he is not damming it up, or he is not making the final decision. So he is holding it open. Why? Because he had this something inside him that he wanted to become a professional chemical engineer, or to take advantage of cultural gains already made French. So he also wants to learn French, as well as he wants to jump into the profession of chemistry. That is let open for him. So this is what is the pattern of topic outline looks like, and you can also see on the slide as well that this is very clear. Now you are there to decide that which outline suits you. You have to see that which one you can write better, but as I said earlier, that you are going to stick to the rule that you are not going to mix two of them, because if you are going to mix two of them, that's going to create problems for you. So I hope that you don't want to put yourself into the trouble. Either stick to the sentence outline, or either stick to the topic outline, whatever suits you. So that's up to your writing skills, that how do you want to go about it and how do you want to do that. Alright, so I hope the topic outline and the sentence outline examples, the types of outlines were clear to you. Now once you are supposed to, once you have done that, or once you have created your outline, there is a time to compare. Now you have made an outline and your friend has also made an outline. What you can do is you can share your outline, either that has been made in the form of a sentence outline, or that was made in the form of a topic outline. You can exchange your outline with your partner and take his outline that he has made. Have 5 minutes discussion in which you take turns explaining what you wrote in your outline. So once you are going to explain, maybe your friend is reading your outline, and maybe there is a point that is not clear to him, and he asks you, what have you written here? You try to explain it to him, and then you see that how well you can write it down in your essay. So this is how it gives you a room for developing more thoughts about your outline once you are going to exchange it with your friends. So how to make and use an essay outline, this is what we are going to see. An essay outline is probably the most important friend you will have while writing your essay. So essay outline is a kind of a friend that you have while writing an essay. So this friend is going to be with you once you are writing your essay, and once you are creating your essay, stick to that outline. Work on every sentence that is written there in your outline, so that you don't have any confusion of, or you don't miss out any thought that you have written or that you had in your mind on the piece of paper. As I've said earlier, it is the skeleton of your ideas. So your outline, it provides you the skeleton or the major framework by which you will write a killer essay. Now you are going to, in a process, once you are in a process of writing an essay, and I am trying my level best to make sure that each information that I have with me to share with you, so that you know every step of writing material, writing an essay, so that you can become a good essay writer. And frankly, it is difficult to write one without an outline. So as I have described earlier, that from out of all the pre-writing techniques of unearthing your ideas, or the invention techniques, outlining or scratching an outline, or topic outline, or the sentence outline, or making an outline for your essay is the best way of creating an essay. Now this is one sample of how to make your writing essay outline. Use the following model as a guide. As you see, point number 1 that calls for the introduction. Maybe your introduction Remember, your point number 1 and your point number 6 don't carry any heading. They are written for your convenience. This is your outline that you are supposed to make, the outline of the paragraph. Now, your introduction and your conclusion are supposed to be written at the end, as we have already described earlier that they are supposed to be kept for the end. Now, your body paragraphs, as you can very well see, they have got the opening sentence. As paragraphs are always written, they have got their topic sentence as well as their supporting details, detail 1, detail 2, detail 3, or as many as they can. And then there is one closing sentence. Then your body paragraph number 2, body paragraph number 3, and body paragraph number 4. There is a transition word, that is the smooth transfer of one paragraph or one idea from one paragraph to the other. So this transition of one idea to the other has something to do with your thoughts. Now, if you recap the previous example of choices in college and after, all the ideas in the paragraphs were connected with another. First of all, he had to make the decisions. He told us about his decisions whether to take the chemistry as a subject or to take art history as a subject. Then he also discussed his, then he also wanted to, opt for French as a subject or French as a additional subject in his third year course. Then in the second paragraph, he also mentioned the problems that he had with selecting chemistry or with selecting art history. Because why? Because he wanted to get into some kind of a money making profession, and he also wanted to lead a smooth easy life. Then in the third paragraph, he had made some tentative decisions about his life, in which he told us that what he's going to do and how he's going to go about his life. So this is how his ideas were transforming from one paragraph to the other. There was a link between all those paragraphs. He did not talk about them randomly. He first discussed first idea, then he discussed the second one, and then he discussed the third one. So all of the ideas, they were connected, and there was a logical progression amongst them. So there was a transition amongst them. This is what you are supposed to keep in mind once you are writing or once you are creating an essay. Now let's see the next one, that how does it do that. An outline organizes the major parts of your essay. Now there is one thesis statement, then there are major parts, then there are supporting details, then there are transitions, and then there are concluding thoughts. As you have seen the sample of outline in the previous slide, now let's try to explain each one of them one by one. Now there are major parts of every outline. The thesis statement. Thesis statement can be explained in a way that the sentence that tells your reader your ultimate point and what they should expect. So you want to tell the reader that what your ultimate point will be after writing this essay, and what should they expect from you, that what possible recommendations or what possible feedback you would be coming up with once you are going to close your essay. The major points, the facts that you are using to prove your main point. So the facts or the supporting details that are there in your essay, you want to elaborate them by making them your major points or by making them your major details. So this is how you are going to make your essay somewhat, you are going to make your point, or you are going to prove your point to the audience so that they are not going to get confused with it. Then there are some supporting details, the examples, facts or questions. Maybe your paragraph starts up with a question that you are going to resolve or solve within the paragraph, and then sometimes you present them with the facts, sometimes you give them examples in the paragraphs that provide or that support your actually topic sentence. Then there are some transitions, the statement or information you will use to transition from one major point to the next. As we have seen in the examples as well, that why he wanted to, or what he wanted to do, then he also what he wanted to select for his future, then what were the problems and what was the solution. So there was a logical transition and there was a logical progression, or there was linkage and there was connection between all those thoughts which were there. Then concluding your thoughts. Any thoughts that you would like to include at the close of your paper to wrap things up and tie it all together? So your conclusion is somewhat the summing up of your supporting details, your examples, your topic sentence, and everything. Never include new facts or information in your conclusion. So your conclusion is a kind of a gist of whatsoever you have written in your supporting details in your that lead to the main topic sentence. Do not include any personal opinion or any new idea in the closing paragraph, because that's going to take the attention of the reader somewhere else. So that's going to divert the attention of the reader. So do not do that. Stick to whatsoever you have written in your body, that is your supporting details. So that is going to make a room for exit, a better room for exit for the reader. Now there are some reasons that why you should write an outline. First reason is that it will help you organize all of the ideas running around your brain. So whatsoever you have in your mind, like the way you brainstorm, you will collect all the information on the piece of paper, and your brain would be very easy once you have an outline with you. So you can simply look at the outline, and then you can easily write down your paper, not worrying about that I'm going to miss up that information that was there in my brain, so that you are not going to worry about that. Now second point to take care of is that why should you, or what is the advantage of writing an outline, that it will allow you to find any gaps in your research or any ideas early enough to fix them. So you are going to see that if there are going to be any gaps between the thoughts connection, or if there are any loopholes, any extra information that was missing, so outline is going to help you see or visit all those problems in some way. Now next point is that it will make writing you essay less stressful, because you will know what you have to work with. So knowing something that is there with you in the form of the outline is going to help you develop a perfect essay, because looking at each and everything that is written there in the outline, you only have to elaborate that on your actual draft. So this is how outline is very helpful. Another reason that why you should practice outline, or why you should write an outline, is that the professors are often willing to look over an outline for you to make sure that you are on the right track. So I will also suggest for you to make outlines and show them to your teachers before you are actually asked for writing about any research work, any essay, any article, any paragraph, or anything to write on. So make an outline that, sir, this is my outline that I am going to follow for so and so research paper, for so and so project, for so and so essay. So please check that so that I can progress further. So this is going to help you, as I said, that sharing your outline with your peer, with your friend, is going to help you find out those loopholes, those questions which you were forgetting, but your friends remember. So the third party evaluation is very important, and you are going to make sure that you are going to make an outline before actually starting or writing an essay. So let's summarize what we have learned today. We have talked about an outline, that what is an outline? That is the skeleton of your thoughts, or a skeleton for, or a framework for your essay. So we have talked about the sentence outline and the topic outline. Sentence outline is the one which carries the complete sentences in it. The proper pattern was shown to you, the proper format of outline was shown to you. The only thing that you are supposed to do is to insert either topics, like in the form of words or phrases, maybe small fragments, or if you have selected the mode of sentence outline, you are supposed to insert the complete full-fledged sentences in them. Then the purpose for using an outline, you are supposed to elaborate the purpose for that, to help organize keywords in writing an essay or the research paper. So we have also talked about the purposes of using an outline. The first one said that it helps to organize our key ideas. Secondly, it helps to summarize the key ideas in reading. And the third one, it helps to help you to develop your subtopics and elaborate your details and supporting arguments, and then your conclusion and your introduction and everything. So that was all about today. We have talked about the outline in detail. I hope that you are going to solve some exercises by picking up some topics. We will have our first assignment after our completion of 7 lectures. So today was our 6th lecture that is completing here. I hope you have learned a lot about how we are supposed to write. You have learned about the essay writing skills. You have learned about different writing styles, the formal and informal, and you have now learned that how to develop one essay outline for yourself. In the next lecture, we will thoroughly discuss the essay types, and then definitely we are going to discuss each essay type one by one, and then we are going to have definitely our practice sessions where your quizzes will be taken and your assignments will be taken. So that was all about the theory. I hope to see you in the next lecture tomorrow again. So by then, Allah Hafiz, and take very good care of yourself. Thank you.